At the beginning, I didn't think it was that bad. I probably started around 14 or 15. I think that they had an idea, but I don't think they knew the exact extent of it. A lot of my addiction was like covering things up, hiding it so that people didn't really know exactly what was going on. But when it all came like snowballing down, it wasn't really something I could like hide anymore. I had gone to college and I had tried to stop her. I had tried to control it before I went. And once I got there, it started up again. I started struggling with the same things. I wasn't in college very long, before it came to that like headway of it wasn't working anymore. I dropped out of college. I went home with my parents. They could ask every question in the world of why do you keep doing this? You said you were gonna stop. You said you weren't gonna do that again. And I ended up doing it again, but I had no explanation for why. I wasn't able to be like, well, I can't stop doing these substances. I can't stop drinking, Being able to finally see just how much it had impacted the relationships around me and how many people in my life, like, I had lost those relationships with, they no longer wanted that connection with me because, I was like chaos. I was, constantly ending up in these situations where I was unpredictable. I didn't care that I was putting myself in danger. I didn't care that I was putting other people in danger. But I was at a point where I was so broken down, where it was finally like my family stepped in and was like, you need to stop doing this, like you have no other options. I had hit that wall finally where I was able to pick up that phone, make that phone call. Going into treatment, it was like this terrifying thing because I was full of so much fear. I did not know what that process looked like. I didn't know what rehab was like. I'd never been before. It was never something I'd even really considered. So when I got there, it was a huge moment of like, figuring it out. Am I going to accept this help, And I got to a point where it was more gradual than like a light bulb moment of I could like see it working, all of a sudden like that anxiety that I had going in started to lift. A lot of my life now is revolved around that recovery, and not in a bad way, but like the people that I'm always around, like they do those same things that I do, to stay sober. They know what that process is, and it makes it easier having people around you who are also doing those right things, those steps in the right direction. I know when I get through my day, like I'm walking forward, I'm walking away from that drink, taking those steps that I need to take to not have to live like that anymore. And addiction doesn't only affect you past a certain age. Addiction affects people at all ages, at any point in life. And you can get sober at any age, It doesn't matter where you're from, how old you are, where you've gone in life. My life's so different than it would have been if I would have kept going down that same path. I mean, who knows if I would have even been still standing here today. And that small moment of willingness, that little bit of like courage it took to pick up that phone, that changed everything for me. Make the call today. I did it. You can do it too.